All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. This is episode 5 of the Death of Summer series. And we get to records and tapes now. This was my biggest excitable thing this summer. I had been without a record player for 6-7 months. I got a record player back in '94 for a graduation present from high school, right? And it finally died. I did all the tricks, I did the YouTube stuff about the band, about the needle, blah, 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 blah. Put more money into it than it was worth, probably. And wouldn't work. So, I was like, well, I guess I'll just start saving up for a new record player. Not, 2-3 days after I had finally given up on that thing, my buddy Bill calls and says, hey, I got something for you. Mind if I swing by? I'm like, sure, why not? That dude, he walked in with the Godzilla tapes from the other video. Godzilla tapes, a Sweet Rambo tape, and this bad boy. Look at that. That is a thing of beauty right there. It plays 33s, 45s, 78s, and that's hard to do. 78s, nobody has, they don't make them with 70, they didn't make them when I was a kid with 78s. This is like freaking old. I looked it up. This thing's from like 1972. The needle was a bit roached. $5, bought a new needle. This thing total cost me $15. This is my upstairs player. Keep it up in the kitchen. The kids love it. They play records on it. I taught them how to flip records and to drop the needle. So I'm passing it on to a new generation. Not 5 days after I bought that record player off Bill, I'm at the Goodwill, as I often am, and they got another record player. Now this one will plug into my existing record, the system I have here in the toy room. $10, it works. 2 weeks after that, you hear that? That's another record player. That was $8. I went half a year with no record playing. In the span of less than a month, 3 record players working perfectly well in my lap. So now I can listen to records down here and upstairs. So what does one do when they have 3 new record players? They buy a crap ton of records. So here we go. I'm going to do this quick so you don't got to sit through too much. These are the highlights of what I bought this summer, okay? Here we go. Scoop that over. My wife had this one when she was a kid. I bought a whole bunch of Linda Ronstadt. In fact, the one of the Goodwills or something had a crap ton of Linda Ronstadt, so I just bought everything they had, and because Linda Ronstadt is awesome. But my wife had very few records when she was a kid. This was one of them. So there you go. Now she's got it again. The cover art on this is awesome. Mott the Hoople, best of. Just got cool little vignettes of cover or art. So yeah, tops, I think I paid $1. Or no, I paid $3 for one of these records. So I don't remember which one, but pretty much all this was garage sales, $1, reuse centers, 50 cents on sale and stuff. So I bought a lot more than this summer. This just happens to be the highlights, of the summer. Look at this. I got a sucker for $1. The cover right there grabs you and it's like, what? And it's awesome. It's like, those of you who know Wilco and Sunvolt. This is Wilco and Sunvolt 40 years ago, from the late 60s. Love Merle Haggard, so I got an early record of his. And then, look at this. Somebody donated that? Seriously? Why would you not keep that forever? Come on. And then, as you all know from videos past, I am a sucker for soundtracks. And in particular, Henry Mancini. The man, everything he touched was gold. So we got Mancini, the Pink Panther, Midnight Cowboy. If you've never seen this movie, do yourself a favor. Go watch this movie right now. More Mancini. Come on. It's a classic, man. That is one of the best Westerns ever. And now I have the sound. Raindrops keep falling on my head. Boom, boom. But that doesn't... Sorry. The Big Chill. What a great compilation right there, right? And then probably my most favorite soundtrack that I got, 2001. We talked about 2001 on... So I got both those this summer. Beautiful. Oh, and this one opens up. This one's... check out the artwork on this. This one opens up to a nice spread there. Now, there were 2 records that just, blew my mind altogether. The Dubliners. You ever go and buy a record or whatever, and then you get it home and you slip it out and you're like, no, what's this crap? Well, anyways, I opened the Dubliners, and inside is Lou Reed's Rock and Roll Animal in beautiful shape. Well, that was a happy surprise. But the happiest surprise I got was The Who Live at Leeds. You open it up, and it's got all but one of the inserts. So the album, way back when, they put all these, pictures and just goofy, weird, stuff from the, the Live at Leeds tour type things. Playbills and bills of sale and stuff for equipment. So there's 12 inserts to this record set. Mine's missing the Who poster, but for $1, I will take 11 inserts, close enough to complete for me. We're not done yet. So that's the vinyl, that's the record stuff, right? I also collect cassette tapes, and for, again, the longest time, we sold my car, donated my car, actually, it died last November, and it had a tape deck. My van doesn't have a tape deck. So for my birthday, anyways, you don't need to hear all that crap. Going back to school 2 days ago, my buddy of mine goes, Mr. Swim, he goes, Trax, you know what this is? You want this? I said, yank! Portable tape cassette player, Sony, plays beautifully, crisp, clean sound. I'm riding around in this with this in my car. So if you guys want to rock and roll, you got some tapes you want to listen to and drive around, just aimlessly drive and listen to some tapes, I got you covered. And for my birthday, my mother-in-law and her husband Rod, Gretchen and Rod, they hooked me up with a brand new Walkman. Yes. So I can walk and I can drive. Either way, I got my tapes covered. And right about the time that I got the Walkman, a couple days before, I got all these cassette singles. So for those of you who don't, well, most of you watching this know that cassette singles, one song on each side. There's Weird Al, we got the Escape Club, we got the Crash Test Dummies, and actually the Superman song is an amazing song. It's better than the whatever. B-sides often are better than the actual song. Another Weird Al one. 4 Non Blondes, I like that one song, so it worked out. And then Collective Soul, 2 versions of Shine. Anyways, so my media, retro media thing, records, tapes, VHS, I was covered this summer, and I bought a lot more than I showed in these videos, but like I said, these are the highlights. So, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the series. Back to work, teachers. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Go learn them kids how to learn stuff. All right, until the next time we talk, be a decent human. We got enough dirtbags. Peace out, people.